Hello everyone. Let us see how to create a rock carving using Displace Filter in Photoshop. So let us start. This is the image of a rock. So first we will apply some contrast to this rock before using the Displace Filter. So what we'll do is we will take a duplicate of this rock. Simply we will use Ctrl J in PC or Command J in Mac. And now we will convert this image to a grayscale one. So to convert the image to a grayscale, we have to use Ctrl Shift U in PC or Command Shift U in Mac. Right. So now what we'll do is we'll open the levels adjustments. So we can simply use the keyboard shortcut Ctrl L in PC or Command L in Mac. Now we will just move these sliders. The left slider is for shadows, the right slider is for highlights. Highlights are the bright areas and shadows are the dark areas. So we have to just move them so that there will be some contrast in the image. And the center slider is for midtones. So if we add contrast, the Displace Filter effect will be more interesting. So something like this. Now we will save this file. We will save this file as a PSD file. So we will just give the name rock grayscale and make sure that we save always in PSD format. We should not save in any other format. Right. So once we have saved it, now we will delete the file or we will delete this image. Simply we will hit delete. Right. So now we will get the statue image. So here is the statue and I have already selected it using the quick selection tool. And now what we'll do is we'll simply drag this image and place it over this rock. We will scale it down and we will adjust it properly. Right. So once we have adjusted it properly, so what we'll do is we will first apply a mask to this. So here we have the mask icon, just we need to click on it and we will just erase the edges. We'll make the edges a little bit soft. So what we'll do is we will select the soft rounded brush and we will just paint over the edges so that it looks as if it has blended onto the rock or rock surface. So something like this. Right. The next thing we are supposed to do is now we will select the image thumbnail and we will go to filter. And in filter we have the option distort and in distort we have the option displace. So we will now select the displace and when you open displace, the displace dialog appears. Here we can see the options horizontal scale and vertical scale. If we give a higher value in these fields, the displace filter will have a more intense effect. So we can just do a trial and error. So let's put a value of 8 in horizontal scale as well as in vertical scale and let's click OK. And after clicking OK, this window appears and from this window we have to browse to the image that we have just now saved. We have saved the image as a rock grayscale, this one, and we will just check how the Displace Filter is affecting the image. So we'll simply click open. So we can see there is a small change here, but let's try to reduce the value. I think it's too much, so let's go back. Let's go to the filter and we will again apply the same displace filter. This time we will reduce the displace value. So we will put 4. We have almost put half the value. So now we will just select the grayscale image and simply we will apply. Okay, now the effect is little bit mild, right? So the next step is we will now apply a blending mode that will blend this image properly on the rock surface. So the blending mode is let's select darken. So we can see here. We can also try multiply, but darken looks better. Now we'll create a smooth transition at the edges. So how we'll do that? We'll select the mask thumbnail here and we will select the brush. Make sure that we select soft rounded brush, and here the flow value is around 30%. We can keep it around 30% or 35% like that. So something like this. And now what we'll do is we'll keep black as the foreground color, and we can just erase the edges a little bit. So we can create some nice transition. Something like this. Right. So now this looks better. So now just we can do one thing, that is we can apply a curves adjustment layer and we can just slightly reduce the brightness, and then we will come back to the layers, invert the mask for the curves adjustment layer. So we'll simply use Ctrl I in PC or Command I in Mac, and we want the darkness only on the statue. So we'll just make sure that the foreground color is white, and we will increase the flow to 100%, and we will just paint over the statue. So that's it. Something like this. We can paint the black color close to the carving. So just we have to paint a black. So here we are not actually painting black, we have just reduced the brightness, and we have inverted the mask for the curves adjustment layer, and just we are creating an illusion like we are painting black. That's it. So this is how we can use the displace filter, mask, blending modes, and also the curves adjustment to create a rock carving. So I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Please do like, subscribe, share, and if you have anything to say, do comment. See you again.